put a fresh battery in, and it's a 3S 1400 milliamp one. I think it's 40C this, but it doesn't need 40C. This is just something that one of our club members had for sale, so I bought them. See how they're fitted in the bay there. So let's put my cap on so you can see what I'm doing. Now, I had these in another model and it won't quite fit in because they're a bit fatter than the other batteries I was using. There we go. So there's a cover. There it is. I'm just using a Velcro strap to hold the cover in place. Right, switch the transmitter on.
Welcome to OpenTX. Switch warning.
Which switch is it?
Throttle active. Throttle disabled.
There we go, throttle disabled. Power it up. Right. Venture out into the muddy field again. Look at it. All this is me. As I said, I've not been out for such a long time. I'm really desperate to get out. Hopefully I'll have some nice summer days and I'll be able to take the wings off this. I'm not happy doing it until I know I can have my hands on the stick. If I'm throwing it like I have been doing and I get into difficulty because I'll lose orientation with no wings on it. Yeah, this is why no one's turned up, because if you've got to get your model out there tramping through mud. Right, put my transmitter on my neck strap. Could really do with a
Throttle active.
transmitter tray when you're hand launching. Holding it roughly where the mast point is, and wait for the wind. Let's check the throttle's working. Yep. They're working okay. Wait for the wind to get my blade up to speed. The beauty of this is I can see my shadow on the grass and see how fast my blades are going. The wind's picking up a bit now. There we go. See how slow they go, these Autogyros. You can fly these at a walking pace. Look at that. Make a lovely noise as well. And they'll turn on a penny too. Oh, the wind's picking up now. Yeah, correcting it with rudder as well. If it tips over too far, rudder will help you. So that's again another big problem for me. Being a fixed wing model, I've only used bank and yank, aileron and elevator, and I'm having to get used to how a rudder is actually used. And one thing that is very important with autogyros is using the rudder. So I kicked the rudder in there because it was tilting over too far. Yeah, I'm glad I've tried my hand at Autogyro. I'm going to have a go at designing a few myself, I think. See how well I can do at designing one. Well, it's not too windy today, but it's enough wind for me to get it launched with a hand launch. I'm also having to get used to the distance of the field. It's, you know, the tree line. I'm not used to all these trees about. Had it good at our other field. Really did. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to fly an airplane like that, would I? Doubt it. Well, I might be able to. Now there, I didn't use any roll, I just used rudder and elevator with that one. It really is a rudder model. That's the reason why I cut the rudder and had it pivoted, so I've got a load of control on the rudder. Oh, it's an arm-moving rudder surface, giving me plenty of authority, because obviously you can see there's not a lot of airspeed, so I need a lot of rudder to control that. Got some nice clear sky to see it against. Hopefully it'll come out in the video alright. If anyone's interested, I'll do a build on this, how I converted one. I've got a few little gliders still in the box that I can do. The only problem is I've been waiting for a motor to come in stock at Hobby King, the same one that I used there. Out of stock and don't know when they're going to be restocked. So that's the only thing I'm really waiting for. I've got everything else needed to make another one. Making the blades is easy enough and very cheap. Just one sheet of balsa and 2 strips of hardwood and a fair bit of time sanding it. But you know, it's your own time sanding it, it's nothing. So it really can be a cheap model, which is again me being cheap. Reason why I went for it. No, just sanding my own blades. I can make as many as I want if I break it, and just keep making loads of blades. So one sheet of balsa wood, split it into 4, bounce them up, and you're away. The Lidl glide is cheap enough, isn't it? £8. So all you've got to worry about is metal gear servos, a standard servo for the rudder, 9 gram again. I think I've got a 40 amp speed controller in this, and as I say, make sure the motor's powerful enough to drive a big prop, because you need that large amount of air when you want to put the throttle forward. You want to be able to use it. I think it's time to land it now. I'm having to manage the throttle a bit more, so let me go round, see if I can get a good landing. Oh! Now that's something else I've got to look at doing. I didn't know how much of the mast I would need on it, and on a future build I'll increase the height of the mast, because as you probably heard, it struck the fin at the back. So obviously when it's tilted full back, which was to give me some thing, it hits that. So if I have a longer mast, it should stop that. Let's turn the throttle off. There we go. There we go, I'm happy. I've had a few flights out. Let's see if I can get something else up. Oh, hold it by the mast, Mr. Jones. There we go. Don't want to break a servo.